Here we are with the fourth video of the DTVPal. Based on some feedback on the forums, I wanted to look at a few more things. And I've also managed to find channel 4, which is NBC. When I manually went to add 4, I couldn't do it. And I'm not sure if that's because the only number I could put in there was 04, or if there was something else going on. Ideally, I would have wanted to put 4-1 in there, which is actually how it's labeled, what it ultimately found. I essentially moved the rabbit ears, the rabbit ear portion of the Turk antenna, and made them horizontal, essentially. Let's take a quick look. So there's the main part of the antenna, and I just stuck these out horizontally based on a tip in AVS forum, which apparently whatever frequency it's broadcasting on, those need to be horizontal to pull it in. It's a little bit ugly, but we got reception now, which is, what we need in a device like this. There were some questions also on AVS about the ability to rename a channel, which makes a lot of sense, especially if you're the geeky person in the household and you're setting this up for maybe a spouse, or maybe you're setting this up for one of your parents. For example, my mom's going to need a box like this in her kitchen, and I'd probably be the one to set it up the next time I'm down in Florida. So let's go ahead and click on 4-1. Oops, let me go back up. Alright, so I've highlighted that. It's got that little blue tick mark or gem in the left. Then I'm going to go over here to rename, and I'm going to attempt to clear this. It looks like you have to do it one at a time. I'm not sure if there's like a clear the whole line function, but let's just call this NBC. And now I've done that, and you can see in the lower left it went from WRC-1 to NBC, which makes a lot more sense for most folks. So let's go ahead and go to live TV, and as you can see up here in the info bar it says NBC, which makes a little more sense for most people. I wanted to show you two more things while I got the video running. There's a closed caption option. These buttons up here serve dual function. The top one is the picture format or aspect ratio, and below that is closed caption. They're also page up and page down. So let's hit the closed caption button, and now it says CC on. If we were to hit it again, it would toggle and then say CC off. During the commercial we may not get closed captioning, so let's go to another channel. Divorce court, that's good, because we're thinking positive. Divorce court. Alright, I don't see any captions yet. There it is at the bottom. The text is actually very small. I guess it depends how far you're sitting from the television if it'll be useful. It doesn't stay on the screen super long either, but that could just be this particular feed. Let's see what else we got. So again, there's the text on the bottom. Where are we? Whoever Tad is, that's what he's just said. Since we got the volume muted, closed captioning is appropriate. And then Dixie responds, "We're in a place where we can make a wish." Ah, yes, daytime soaps. That is very stimulating and good entertainment. So anyway, something else pointed out on the forum is actually how fast it tunes stations when you flip between them. And I didn't even stop to think about it, but it is, remarkably fast. I hit the button, we go. I mean, that's about 1 second. Oh, well, we lost that channel. I mean, we're talking like 1 second. We lost that channel too. That's what happens when you get NBC. You got to give up the WB. Not such a hard choice, probably. All right, one other thing I want to show you, but let's get to a better channel. Let's try ABC if I can. Oops. Alright, so that's an interesting thing. You can't change channels using the buttons when you're on that warning screen. I was trying to hit these numeric keys and it wasn't recognizing it. So you actually have to be tuned to do that, which is interesting. Alright, so let's turn captioning off for a second. Now it's off. And I just wanted to run through some of the picture modes. Now, I have this hooked up to a HD television. Most people aren't going to do that. I mean, that's the whole point. They've got an older set that they want to continue to use and get their broadcast when the transition occurs. So my TV has a few aspect ratio modes, and then this box does, but we're going to focus just on this box. So it's this button in the upper right. So now we're in normal mode, which it says right there, normal, and now we're just going to toggle through it. So this is the actual broadcast. There's full, and there's zoom. And I have it on zoom, and my TV is actually also on a zoom mode, knowing that what's coming out of here is probably 4:3. Although obviously it has the ability to stretch it. The quality, I'm actually really surprised and impressed. I mean, for a standard def broadcast that's being interpreted and sent to the box, the quality is good and the tuning is quick, which is a positive. It's not bad, and the size is small and the price is right, so it's looking pretty good. And now I've got NBC, which most people probably want to watch.